A mother faces charges in connection to a deadly house fire that killed her 7-year-old son. That fire happened June 5th in Arlington. Investigators say 7-year-old David Bowers Jr. died after getting trapped inside the burning home. His mother, who you see here, Kirsten Bowers, told the Rush County Sheriff's Office she fell asleep with a lit cigarette and woke up to her bed on fire. She claimed she tried to get her kids out one by one, but couldn't reach David in time. But investigators later learned she left all the children in the home. 3 did manage to escape on their own. The mother faces neglect resulting in death charges.
What's up out there, YouTube? This is James coming back at you with another informative video. I hope you guys are doing well out there on this beautiful Thursday. Doing pretty good myself. Wow, what a terrible story right here that we have. Okay, evil and wickedness is flourishing throughout the world at an epic proportional rate. Okay, and you got all of these crazy stories where you got the parents, you know, taking out the children taking out the parents. You know, I saw a story yesterday where some girl shot her father while he was sleeping. I saw another story where this young teenager beat her grandmother to death with a mallet. You know, I mean, it's continuous all across this nation. You know what I'm saying? That you come across these stories right here. It's nothing but wickedness and evil, you know. Now, to get into this particular story right here, though, this was done out of hatred and envy. You know what I mean? And I believe because this woman right here couldn't control the man that she had her children by. Okay? So what does she do? She takes the children out. And that's just what I believe about it. And you're going to understand why I say that as we near to the end of this story. Like this heading says right here, I hope everything you love dies. Mom walked several blocks from home as it burned, leaving 4 young kids inside, killing 1, police say. 4 young kids that were hers. Now, you see, it says here, I hope everything you love dies. Who was she talking to? Okay, well, let's get into this article and find out. A 31-year-old mother in Indiana, that's Arlington, Indiana, has been arrested after authorities say she left her 4 small children inside of their burning home, walking several blocks from the blaze that ended up killing her 7-year-old son. Kristen D. Bowers was taken into custody last week and charged with neglect of a dependent, resulting in death for her alleged role in the death of young David Bowers Jr., authorities announced. Now, the man that she got these children by, his name, of course, is David Bowers, and he's a senior, okay? See, we're going to keep going back to this and who this woman was talking to. You know what I'm saying? When she said, I hope everything that you love dies, okay? Now, to continue here, according to a news release from the Rush County Sheriff's Office, deputies and firefighters at about 2 p.m. on June 5th, 2025 responded to a 911 call regarding a house fire with a small child still inside at a residence in the 2000 block North Sierra County Road 700 West in Arlington. Upon arriving at the scene, first responders encountered the single-family residence fully engulfed in flames. Firefighters made several attempts to rescue the boy who was trapped in the house, but they were ultimately unsuccessful. He was later pronounced dead on the scene by the Rush County Coroner's Office. Okay, this trick right here, I'll tell you. And this, here's the deal. This is what I don't like about women, you know, that do things, selfish things like, well, I got the kids. I really don't care for the kids, but I don't want you to have them. Even when the father wants to be in the child's life, want the child with them. And oftentimes it ends bad for the children. Okay. To continue here, investigators said that numerous suspicious circumstances were observed at the home on the day of the fire. In an initial statement provided to authorities, Bowers allegedly said that she was smoking a cigarette in bed when she fell asleep, awakening to the bed being on fire. She then claimed she tried to help the kids. Okay. Now, never once did her bed was on fire. She didn't even have no smell of smoke or soot on her nowhere. You see what I'm saying? See, this is why her ass got arrested, got caught. To continue, Bowers advised she attempted to get the children out of the residence one by one. However, due to smoke and fire, she was unable to rescue David Bowers Jr. The release states, Bowers made 2 separate 911 calls on the date of the fire, authorities said. She allegedly hung up during the first call, and about 15 minutes later, she called again and reported her son was in the house during the fire. As the investigation continued, detectives said they discovered that Bowers' story did not add up, okay? Because she got caught lying, you see? Like I said, she told the father, I hope everything that you love dies, okay? Even if she had to go out her way to make it happen, okay? A timeline of the events developed by investigators using surveillance footage, witness statements, and digital technology revealed that Kristen Bowers had left the residence and walked several blocks from the residence during the suspected time of the fire. The release states, this left 4 small children inside the residence. It is suspected that 3 children exited the residence on their own, and David Bowers Jr. was unable to get out. Okay, so them kids, it's too bad, man. This is terrible, right? It's sad, According to a report from Indianapolis NBC affiliate WTHR, Bowers and her husband had a combative relationship and fought often. Only days before the fire, a neighbor told investigators they heard Bowers yell, I effing hate you, and I hope everything you love dies. Okay? A search of Bowers' cell phone showed that on the day before the fire, she sent her husband an angry message about their kids. Well, I'm about to call the CPS lady back out here and let her know that you left me here with the kids by myself. When she said, not to so thanks. Let's read that again. Well, I'm about to call the CPS lady back out here and let them know that you left me here with the kids by myself. When she said, not to so thanks. The message reportedly said. This chick was off, you know what I'm saying? And she was mad at the husband. And like I said, she took it out on the children. I've seen this before. I've seen this other situation where a man was at work, and the woman actually FaceTimed it, on his phone some kind of way, her beating the child because he wasn't at home. So he came home, child all beat up and every damn thing. Just crazy. You know what I mean? Just crazy. Okay. See, now, as far as I'm concerned, this chick right here, look, this is capital murder right here. And that's exactly what she should get. You see? For the life of her son. It was supposed to be all of them, but it just so happened, got the 7-year-old. One life too many. You see what I'm saying? Just say that. That's what it is. To continue, she also told police to ignore any statements from neighbors about her allegedly walking away from the house as it burned, claiming she had actually returned from that walk about 5 minutes before the fire began. Per WTHR, police said the first 911 call, the hang-up actually came about 4 minutes after she left the house. Okay? Now, she said she was just, I just returned from a walk. But you just said that you was trying to get the kids out of the house. You see what I mean? You said you woke up and the bed was burning. Listen at these lies. She getting caught in, okay? At the scene, officers reportedly noted that despite claiming to have helped her kids escape the fire, Bowser was clean of any soot and did not smell at all like smoke. You see? See? Ho got caught lying. About a week after the fire, Bowers reportedly performed internet searches for the following: manslaughter sentence, Indiana; voluntary manslaughter, reckless homicide sentence, and manslaughter of a child sentence, Indiana. Okay? When informed about his son dying in the fire, Bowers' husband immediately said to authorities, "Arrest her," referring to his wife, WTHR reported. He filed for divorce from Bowers on July 9th, 2025. See, this was all about him. So she wanted to hurt him, and she used the kids to do it by harming them. See, the bitch is sick. She's sick. And like I said, capital punishment she deserves, as far as I'm concerned, for what she did to that child. Them children, period. The children will be scarred for life. This is awful, okay? Here in conclusion here, it reads, this is a tragic event for our community and especially for the town of Arlington, which has faced several heartbreaking incidents in recent years. Detective Randy M. Meek of the Rush County Sheriff's Office said in a statement, "Our agency would be remiss not to recognize the heroic efforts of the fire personnel from multiple departments, many of whom are volunteers. These men and women willingly put their own safety at risk in an effort to rescue David Bowers Jr. Their bravery and selflessness on that day deserves our deepest gratitude and highest commendation." Bowers is currently being held in the Shelby County Jail without bond on an unrelated charge. She is scheduled to appear in Rush County Circuit Court for her initial hearing on the neglect charges on Wednesday, July 30th, records show. Okay, but what about murder? You know, voluntary murder, whatever you want to call it. Voluntary attempted murder. I mean, she was looking up on the internet. What kind of time did those charges carry? She incriminated herself. You selfish low-life piece of shit. You need to be dealt with. You understand? And I think, sending you to prison, even if it was for 100 years, is just too good. I think you need to face the same fate that you did to your children. Just to get back at your husband because he ain't want your raggedy ass no more because you crazy. And that's just what it is. That's what I think. Okay? But what say you people? Tell me what you think. Do you think that she should get capital punishment? Or just basically, we'll just give you some time, you know what I'm saying, for what you did, this heinous crime to your own child. You never loved him. She never loved him. But anyway, let me know in the comment section. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. People, please remember to live your life as though we're being watched, simply because we are. This is James, and I'm out.